Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Sal the Rookie. In today's episode, we're going to work about something a bit different. We're not going to work on paint or repair per se. We might end up removing the doors to the car, just if we have enough time for that. But this is not what this episode is all about. So stay tuned and we'll talk. Okay, like we said, we're talking about something a bit different. As you can see, I've got the headlights and I've got the fog lights. I cleaned them just a bit, but let me give you a bit of a hint of what we're trying to do today. Do you see what I'm looking at? Yep, that's yellow and that's blue. What are we going to do? Imagine this. That's the headlight. It should look blue. Hopefully. Barely fits. We'll work on that. And similarly, for the fog lights, it's supposed to be yellow. Let's see how we're going to go with that. First order of business, the lights need to be cleaned properly. So you need to clean them out, wash them with water and soap and everything, then after that wipe them clean just to make sure that they are actually clean in order to work on them. Okay? Next step. Let's talk about next step. Alright, we're gonna start with the fog lights. So like I said, you clean them up as much as you can. Once you do, you would need soap and water to spray it. You need heat gun, and of course you do need the film. This is the film that basically is going to go over here on top of this one to change the look from a normal to yellow. Why? Because it's cooler. That's easy. Now, a bit about the film itself. Now, firstly, you need to buy an actual tint for the headlights or fog lights or whatever. They are heat resistant, UV resistant, and they're good. So they are what you need to buy. Don't just buy any tinting film, okay? This one, I got the set for $5. So it's not that expensive. And due to the shipping delay and everything, eBay offered me a $5 coupon. So technically, I got them for free. So can't complain about that. It consists of the actual film. Now, from one side, you'll see a plastic wrap that basically holds on to the glue. Okay, so there's a sticky side to it, and the other side is the actual film, which also covered by another film to protect it. So you've got the actual yellow film. On top of it, there is protective film, which you need to peel it once you're done installing it. And from the other side, you'll have the film or the plastic wrap that covers up and protects the glue. Now, how does it work? You need to wet this one out. After you clean it, of course, you need to wet it out. It needs to be wet. This side, make sure to peel the side that is glued, that has the glue to it. Okay? Spray it also with water. Why? Because we don't want it to stick the minute we put it on. We need it to be a bit wiggly so that we can actually move it in place and remove all the crevices, all the air pockets per se. So you need a squeegee as well. I've got a squeegee lying on somewhere. Now once you apply it, you start easily ease it and put it into place. Once it's done, then at that point you use the heat gun to melt the sides in order to put it into shape. Once all is done, you use a blade and cut the excess. It sounds easy. Hopefully it is easy. Once we do the first one, we can start with the second one, then after that the headlights. Crossing our fingers, we'll get it done. I'm gonna put you guys on time lapse, and hopefully by the end of it, it should be all sorted out, okay? So, check it out. No air pockets, no nothing. Perfect. And you've seen it how I squeeged it this area. And once I reached over here, I just heated it just a bit. Then I start pulling it. And once it's pulled, you just put it into shape.
Granted, it's not going to be 100% perfect from these sides, but I'll tell you what, with the heat gun you can actually get it all sorted out. Keep in mind, this area it's not going to be seen. It's basically, this is what we're focusing on. Push come to shove, we can easily just slice it over here with the blade and just get rid of that crinkly side. I'm gonna heat it up again and sort it out behind the camera, and after that I'll show you the final product, okay? Check how that turned out. See? I can actually lift it, move it, and look at it. See how the corners? I cut the excess. I might end up cutting a bit more if needs be, but for now, it's just perfect. I didn't remove the protective layer that's on top of it. I'd rather wait until the actual glue, the adhesive in the film itself, sticks properly into the light. Once that is done, then I can just peel it off. So I'll leave it be. I'll start with the other one, same process, pretty much soap it, apply it, heat it, remove the excess. Once both done, we're gonna move to headlights. Now the headlights, we might end up with a bit of a problem because the film itself is not fully covering the whole area, so I might end up doing it a bit of pieces and a bit of overlap. You see over here, because you've got some thread going on with the headlight, I might actually use that to do the overlap of the film. I'll see how that goes. But for now, I'm happy with this outcome. I'll move on to the second one. Check the excess. Look at it, and still sticky. It's sticky. Interesting. Move to the other one. Let's move with that. So here's the final product. Check it out. That's the headlight. Man, it looks good. Fog lights. And this is the other headlight. Look at it. Look how mean it sits. Wow. Alright, let's clean up the mess, get the car out, and start on working something else, okay? So, first order of business, we need to take the doors. Now before I take the doors, see, I'll put the windows down. This is the closest it goes. It can't go any further. That's Subaru for you. These are the trims that I need to remove. I need to remove the door striker or door lock buckle, whatever you want to call it, the door opener switch, the kick panel. I might even need to remove this seal from both sides. Once both are done, then we'll be ready to actually remove the door and prep this area for paint. Okay? To remove the door, yeah, like I said before, I'm not going to remove it from these, I'm not going to remove those two bolts because this is where the hinge stands. I'll keep it as is because this is how it's perfectly aligned. I'll remove it from the other side, which is basically if you use this door, yep, I'll remove those screws. That way I can remove the door. You just need to fish this one out, get it out of there on both sides, and you're good to go. Okay, now to remove the door, use the jack it up as much as you can to the highest point where you can actually use it as a point where you can line the door on top of it, because the door is heavy and it's a one-man job. This is what you do it. If it's a two-man job, someone holds the door while the other one is actually loosen up the bolts. Okay, let's go with that. Okay, quick update. By the way, if I said it's gonna be an easy job, I lied. It's not. This one, to be removed, you need to remove the plastic trim that over here. In order to remove the plastic trim over here and this one, you need to remove the lower part of the seat because there's a clip that clips on over here, which under the seat. Removing this one requires you to remove a screw that over here, which means you need to remove that side. See how annoying? Plus, in order to remove the door stopper light switch, which is this one, you need to unplug it, hence you need to remove that. Once that is done, you can remove all this. The door striker is already been removed. This is the door stopper that I've been talking to you about. See, it clips from the back and it just hooks up over here. So each time the door closes, basically this one closes and closes a circle, so the light, the dome light, turns off. This side is almost complete. I just need to remove this piece, and after that I'm ready to remove that. As you can clearly see that I've removed the seat belt bracket and everything, because I needed to go inside to try to fish out. Let me just take you to the other side. The striker. See, the striker. I removed one screw, but the other one is pretty much stuck. And I'm trying to reach it out from the inside over here to put some WD-40. This is the lifesaver, because this is the one that actually you apply if there is like something stuck. You see, look at the screws. They do have what they call it Loctite. So basically it's just like a glue kind of thing. So whenever it's you screw it in, it sticks and it doesn't easily be removed. So the WD-40 basically dissolves that and makes it easier for you to remove it. So I'm just trying to flood it with WD-40 and hopefully it'll work. Apart from that, everything else is removed. Just remove this piece and the hinges. I might actually, like killing time and whatnot, I might actually remove the doors just for the knack of it. Push come to shove, I'll just tape this one, I'll paint around it. That way I don't have overspray over here. And screw it, I'll deal with it later. For those of you who've been asking, I'm wearing my safety and my green gloves. You know who you are, both of you. That's for you guys. See? I didn't end up needing the jack at all. It wasn't that heavy. But now the door is removed and I still get to keep my hinges intact in the same position that I needed. That's the cable that goes into the door. So now the door is all complete. What we need to do exactly the same thing on the other side, and basically this is how we remove the other door. Let me just remove the other door as well. You see this piece, by the way? Just get a hammer and hammer it from over here. Slightly tap it, it'll go out, and that should be it basically. Let me just remove the door over here and I'll take you there. Same process, easy does it. Well, look at that. Both doors completely removed. It wasn't that hard. Remove this, as I said, hammer it down from inside, unbolt them and unclip this. This is basically the wiring harness that goes to the door. Everything goes easy. So far everything has been removed out of this side except for the striker. This striker is a bit annoying. I'm just gonna keep flooding it with WD-40 and see, hopefully that will work out. I'm not doing paint today, so I'm not too worried about doing it now and removing it now. So far I'm happy with the outcome that I've done. Since we're not removing the other doors, or in theory we're not removing the other doors, I don't need to do all this per se. I mean, I need to remove the items that you've seen, but I don't need to remove the doors. Or am I? I don't know. Let's position the car somewhere else, in a different place. Oh, wow. Interesting. That's a bit of a bump. I don't know, can you see it? I think I can fix it up from the inside. I guess I can just hammer it down just a bit. I might be able to get that sorted. And also we've got these two plastic things that we need to remove. Yeah. It needs a bit of a cleaning. I might remove these clips or just keep them there. These are the clips that actually hang into the panel, the plastic panel that goes over here. So you've got those two and two on the other side. God, look at the car, how empty it looks. Jeez. Oh well, it'll turn to be fine. So guys, now that we actually put the car back inside, as you can see, and boy doesn't it look beautiful. There is no doors over there. Man, today was a busy day. We got the headlights, we got the fog lights tinted, and it looks beautiful. I put them in a plastic bag and I stored them aside so that once we start assembling the car, we're gonna put them back again. But sneak peeks of pictures, I'm gonna put them over there on Instagram, so follow up on Instagram, you'll be able to see them. In terms of what's gonna happen to the doors, well, I'm gonna get rid of them basically, because the other ones, they're there. So hopefully next episode we start painting it. I've already wet sanded it just a bit to get rid of all the gunk and trash that I've got and found. Hopefully next time we'll paint it, and if it's ready in time, we'll install the doors. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing, and if you haven't subscribed already, you know what to do. So share, like, subscribe, follow Instagram, you do what you have to do. You take care of yourself, and until next time, I'll see you there. Yalla.